Alex, come in. Alex, how's everyone? Is everyone doing okay? Is everyone happy to stay with us with Karula, since there's not much else out and about? Yes, Alex is not with me.
How are you? Just down on the ball here.
She looks very comfortable at the moment. Man, she looks so comfortable. I see I get a bit of a mixed reaction to the question I asked, being everyone happy to stay. Most of everyone saying we're happy to stay. One or two saying we move on. The problem is though, we've pretty much checked the whole of the west. There are other guys that are driving around at the moment now, but there's nothing else out there at the moment, so I am going to stay for a bit, and if we do hear of anything else, then we'll certainly head out and go and have a look. But this morning has been pretty quiet on the big game side of things, at least on Western Gowrie. But I will keep my ears peeled to the radio for any other movements. Okay. Hi there, Sarah. And Sarah is just asking whether the new male leopard came into the area and Karula had cubs, would he kill the cubs? There's a very big possibility. Yes, Sarah. The fact that they are not his offspring and not part of his gene pool, then certainly he would look to kill them. I mean, there's a certain age where that becomes very difficult, and you'd say it's probably the first 4 months or so that those young cubs' lives are at their most risk. We just hope that young Bilo Jordan, and I think he's still got some time to go before he is kicked out of this area. But it's a big possibility. It happens with lions, like you say. Yes, it's what we call a form of fratricide. Fratricide, where the new rival male taking over a territory, an area, has to ensure the survival of the species. And although it seems quite harsh that he kills the cubs, that then the death of the cubs will then trigger a new estrus cycle within the female of that species, and then he will then cover her pretty quickly after that. It all happens within the space of about a month, that after the death of cubs, that she will be triggered into this form of estrus. So nature seems harsh, and it sometimes is when we look at it from our perspective, but all things are done for a reason. There's a lady sleeping on the back of the other vehicle. That's quite funny. Oh, yes. Yeah, go ahead. There are 2 stations with this Mufazi Ingwe. There's space for one more.
Sorry, I didn't copy that. Can you say that again?
Yeah, Andrew, there's 2 movers here. Space for one more.
Okay, so thanks. Can I join? Won't be direct that time.
You're more than welcome. Okay. Hi there, Diane. And Diane's just asking, will Misha and Duna kill the new cubs, or will Karula keep them away? I reckon at the moment, just from what I've seen, that I don't think Misha and Duna would kill them, because they've also come across Saseka and Tingana before as well, and they do have this recognition between each other, and I also do believe that Karula probably will try and avoid any major contact with any other leopards within the first few months of these young cubs' lives, just to try and avoid any major confusion and possibilities of the young cubs being killed. But certainly, it's happened in both ways, that existing older cubs may looked getting quite aggressive, and in their aggression, they just, the cubs being so young, could possibly be injured and may die. But generally, it's all things like that are generally avoided. Karula is a seasoned mother, and I don't think she's going to be that relaxed with these new cubs. So she'll certainly be keeping an eye out, and if there is any interest from other leopards towards these new cubs, I'm sure she will protect with her life. Even if it is her boys, she will certainly make it known that she's not happy with them around. Even if it is just inquisitive investigation from the two boys. But I don't think she'd tolerate any other leopard around the new cubs. There's not many things as aggressive and dangerous as a mother, especially predator mother with young. You do not get in between a leopardess or a lioness and her cubs. That is, you are just asking for you're asking for big trouble. So we've got about half an hour left of the drive. I reckon what we'll do is we'll stick around for another 10-15 minutes, and then we'll slowly start making our way back up via Buffelshoek Dam and back to camp. Got a crested barbet in the background, busy calling that incessant trill. Just head south towards Central Road. We're about 200 or 300 meters south of Gwaripan itself, just to the east of the Ndlela. You'll get our visual. Just sitting here watching Karula, and I'm sort of peering over to the other vehicle on the other side, and the new 3D rig camera is getting more looks than what Karula is. Because this rig does not look very much like a camera. It looks like some obscure alien production box thing. It's very weird looking, and so we're getting quite a few looks aside from vehicles and guests. Andrew, there's a space on my right hand side if you want to pull in. Okay, we've got another vehicle coming in. Fact, they're going to be parking pretty close, so I'm going to have to keep quiet for a few minutes until we leave the site. just when you think she is going to get up and do something, she settles into another position to close her eyes again. She just got a huge fright. I think the wind picked up a branch and touched her. She got such a fright. She was up in a flash. Even graceful creatures get the fright and look a bit out of sorts, eh? Maybe this is her chance to see if we'll get to see if she feeds. The Batelier is flying above at the moment, looking at the Batelier quickly. A beautiful male Batelier. Looks like she's going to slink around to the kill. Or she's going to rest again.